Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's Lair. I am your host, Larry the Chupacabra, back for some more World of Warships. Now, I recall that I said I was going to start checking out things like the Chester and the St. Louis, but, you know, just doing a bunch of cruisers in a row, well, that doesn't sound very exciting, now does it? So we're going to skip to the South Carolina, and this big, bad, battleship, it packs quite a wallop. It's referred to as one of the first of the American dreadnoughts, or the first, which used the first of these big honkin' cannons. Look at these things. These things make things quite dead. They really do. And they shoot gigantic shots, 305 millimeters to be precise, and there's only 4 of them, but each one of them fires 2 rounds. And in medium ranges or closer ranges, they rip things to smithereens. They really do. And I've got an improved aiming module so that they fire a little bit better at ranges. And then to top the whole cake off, they've got a whole bunch of these little cannons where if people drive up real close to you, in real close quarters, these little pissers shred them to pieces. And those you don't even have to aim, they just fire on their own. Now, it's got a lot of armor, but the problem with this, which kind of dated it even when it was new, according to the historical information, is Congress was like, alright, we got this new fancy warship, but, you know, time for budgetary restrictions, so it's got great weapons, it's got some decent hull, but it really lacks in the maneuvering department and the engine department. And, you know, that is what it is. It's also, somewhere in this mess, there's also supposed to be 1 anti-air gun. Like, I think? But maybe not. And, the trouble with this guy, and I'll talk about that once we get into battle, is the accuracy, which is really what kind of kills its efficiency, and why it kind of gets dumbed down into, Tier 2 battles a lot, just because these guns have a lot of drifting. So we'll jump into a random battle and see how she drives, shall we? And of course, this is piloted by good old Kelly Brown over here. He's a lieutenant. Look at him. Look at him. He's spicy. Alrighty, so here we are. We're in a standard battle in more islands, a shit ton of islands. Look at all the islands. And this is sort of like your standard domination conquest sort of match where everybody's encouraged to murder everybody else, and or if somebody's hiding, you cap their spawn point, basically. We're in here with some carriers. So where is our carrier? He is hanging out in the back there, and that carrier, he has some scout planes, which are the ones that are flying in front of my reticle. They're kind of like fighter planes. They shoot other planes out of the air. And then they got these torpedo planes, these little, look at them, little cute little biplanes. They'll drop torpedoes and murder my face. So I gotta be very careful about watching my mini-map for the enemy torpedo planes and drive into them. So, the trouble with these big honkin' battleships, as I'm sure you probably would guess because they're big honkin' battleships, is that they're not the most speedy thing in the 7 seas, by any means. And I'm actually going to run after all of these destroyers over here. And, you know, they're really just so much meat for cruisers to tear to pieces. Same with destroyers, so you really have to hang in the back, chill out, take a deep breath, and just relax for a minute, and shoot people from the safety of distance, the safety of numbers, and then try to get some really good shots off, because if even a couple of these shots hit anybody, you are going to do some serious hurting on them. Even if they're, you know, a heavily armored battleship, you don't really even... I mean, you should, I think. I could be wrong about how soon you need to use armor-penetrating shells, but, you definitely don't always have to use armor-penetrating shells, especially not on the cruisers, which I'm sure will change very soon for me. I'll have to definitely pay attention to that. So we've got, what do we got? We got a Wyoming in here. which the Wyoming is like the step up from this bad boy of battleships. He has got, wow, 6 frickin' honkin' guns on that puppy dog. Real long range, pretty accurate from what I'm told. Also covered in anti-air, so, you know what? I'm sticking with this guy. This guy knows what's up. Because I'm paired with him, I have a fully upgraded South Carolina, which is gonna basically mean that I'm playing at the bottom of the next tier up, the next bracket. And this probably means that he's not as upgraded by any means, but this thing's got like no anti-air on it, and we have air. I mean, we've only got 1 carrier on either team, but I still feel a hell of a lot safer rolling with somebody just brimming with, like, anti-air weaponry, to keep my butt safe. So this little destroyer here is running from somebody. He is a Clemenson? Yeah, I'm not familiar with all of them. It's obviously American. That's about as American of a name as you're gonna get. So they're all hiding behind that far island. And if you're curious about that smoke, one of the abilities that these little destroyers have is they have like smoke bombs or something they huck in the water, and it puts in like a smoke screen so you don't have to worry about shenanigans. And we're gonna just try and lay into this cute little destroyer. I'm gonna completely miss him. The trouble with these earlier battleships is their shells move real slow. It's harder to hit some of these things. Oh, there's a St. Louis over there. That's that guy that I wanted to show you guys. Ooh. And there's some torpedoes that we're gonna watch out for in the water. I'm actually gonna make sure we stay at full speed, and... uh-oh. The St. Louis wants to say hi. That's just unfortunate. And this is kind of what I was talking about before. Look at all those shots just kind of going wherever they please. I got 3 good ones on him, but, you know, that spread just absolutely kills your accuracy at range. Hopefully that changes with, like, the Wyoming. Where did the Wyoming go? He's right over there. A much faster ship, too, so I guess hanging out with him may not be as possible as I thought it was. So, what do we got? Let's try and hit... I can't really hit anything over this island. I'm not going to waste my shots, actually. I would with a faster reloading ship, but I'm not gonna with this one. Because this thing takes, like, you know, a good 30, 40 seconds to reload. It's not spectacular. It's definitely not. Oh, that St. Louis is having a bad day. He's having a real bad day. This is about to get worse. A lot worse, actually. Who's gonna hit? Oh, a bunch of them. 2K? Well, actually, that was more like 2, but that's better than a stick in the eye, as my father would say. What do we got? We got a Phoenix, which is a tier 4 cruiser, laying into our friend, the Wyoming. Now, Mr. Phoenix University, we are maybe like the grandfather of Phoenix University. That shit is rude, sir. I'm gonna need you to settle down and accept these peace offerings of explosives in your mouth. Alright? Does that sound acceptable? Sudden 5k of damage? Is that cool with you? I've just activated one of our perk abilities. Well, not really our perk. Well, maybe our perk? One of our fancier abilities is that, we have a temporary... well, not a temporary, but we have a partial repair function that can repair little snippets of our health. We have 3 of those that we can use. So I'm gonna try and shoot through this gap into that bad boy. Probably not gonna hit... yeah, I'm gonna miss him just barely, though. So what do we... oh, we got torps. We got torpedoes. I don't like torpedoes. What are these 2? Phoenixes? We got a Phoenix and a Miyogi. So I guess some of the cruisers eventually get access to torpedoes. And, this Miyogi is, having a pretty... uh-oh. Where's that? We got torpedo boats. So that's probably where that's coming from. We got torpedo planes. We gotta watch out for that. But I got some good damage on that guy. Not great, but decent. We got a friend back there. I'm gonna angle to meet up with him. Come on, Phoenix. I want to see you do work. Or not Phoenix, Wyoming. I want to see you do work on that Mr. Miyogi. And he's gonna get torped by at least one of those. There it is. Torpedoes do a lot of damage. They really do. I mean, they're basically like self-delivered bombs, essentially. I'm gonna aim a little bit lower, try and get a few more hits on that bad boy. There we go. Did a pretty decent amount of damage, but he lit me on fire in return. Kinda rude if you ask me, but I am shooting at him, so hey, you can't always have the continental breakfast, as it were. Gotta hate the reload time on these, so you gotta be really careful with where you're sticking your shots. So, 3 seconds. I think we can maintain enough of a lead on him to really nail his ass. I also gotta be careful I don't accidentally snag the Wyoming in the mouth. Because he's right, like, in my line of fire, and these arcs are not spectacular, but that guy's gonna get nailed by the St. Louis. Love the St. Louis. It's a really stellar vehicle. Nothing we can do, but we do need to go after that carrier, and I think I'm fine from these torpedoes. Mr. Phoenix, University of Wyoming, I should say. Mr. Wyoming, you okay over there? Mr. Kinetic Penguin? Are you a famous person too, like the Larry on the YouTubes? Probably. One does not simply talk like a penguin and not have, like, moxie to back it up with. So we're actually gonna pick on the St. Louis. It was about to get torped to shit, it looked. Never mind. Way too short. But I'm gonna give him a gift of only 600 damage. Never mind. My gifts are cheap and shitty, apparently. But the good news, we have a decent St. Louis on our team, and we have a pretty good Wyoming. I haven't really played with a lot of Wyomings, so I couldn't really tell you. So, as far as battleships goes, like, this thing's not the best. I would much prefer to be in Mr. Wyoming's shoes. I've never said that. As a Coloradan, we live right next door to Wyoming, but nobody lives in Wyoming. Probably because the people that do are scary fuckers like this guy. Look at him. Look at all those guns. That man'll murder you. Murder you sweetly. And maybe not so sweetly. The other thing that really kills this, this vehicle, well, not vehicle, this boat, is that, these back turrets, or even the front turrets, really take like a year to frickin' rotate around. Not super stellar, by any means. Yeah, we are way too shallow to hit that guy, so we're gonna chase down that... Oh wait, no, the carrier's dead. The St. Louis already murdered the shit out of him. We're doing slightly better. The thing that worries me is we're down a torp boat, and the torp boats are probably the more annoying thing for us to deal with, the big old battleships, because I'm slow, and those torpedoes are faster than me, and they will murder my face. And you don't want me to lose my meal ticket, come on now. Don't be mean to Larry. So, this is probably gonna be one of those battles where we do kill off everybody in pretty good time. I mean, as pretty good as slowly chasing two pretty slow but much faster vehicles is gonna be. So what do we got? We got a Phoenix. It's a cruiser. Guarding their sort of base is what they refer to it. Their spawn cap point. And we're pretty much just chilling out down here, relaxing. I don't know, I think this guy's complaining about us, but we came down here and we murdered people. We did work, sir. Everyone just relax. That Phoenix is not coming anywhere close to me, or my friends for that matter. I kind of wish I'd skipped to the St. Louis, because I love the St. Louis. I love that vehicle. Look at him. Look how many... I mean, he's like a tugboat, first off. So, like, I feel like I'm the Tom Sawyer when I'm in it of, like, naval warfare. But aside from that, you know, it's got so many guns, and they're so much more accurate than this thing. I would much rather hit, like, 6 out of the 8 shots firing out the side of a St. Louis than I would hitting, like, 2 or 3 of the shots out of this thing. It does way more, it's better. It reloads faster. I just prefer it. And it's got almost as much health as this thing. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to tell you. It's just ridiculosity at its finest. What do we got? Nobody really besides Feeney. The good news is we still have our carrier. And that's really good for us, because the carrier can do some serious work with those torp ships, or torp boats, or torp planes. I'm conjurbling my words tonight. It's a little late. It's like 12:30, but I'm usually up to like 1:30 in the morning anyway, working on stuff, so this isn't unusual. I'm just relaxing tonight. I'm gonna edit these videos tomorrow. It's good stuff. So we're just gonna go straight for the cap. Excuse me. Got a bit of allergies going on. Uh-oh, they got a little cutie. Little cute torp boat hanging out. It's, I don't know what that is. I can't quite read that. But he is not in a good position. He kind of ran aground, too. Kind of slammed into that island. There's these cute little houses. I love that they modeled that, too, in this game. Like, even like right here, there's clearly like a building, an out facility here on this little island. No, they did a good job with this. Also 1,000 torpedoes, so there's that. I'm trying to decide if the torpedo or the destroyer. No, he's gonna come back around. I was thinking maybe he would pull a move that I've seen a lot of them do, is like they sneak around the island and come at you from another direction. But it looks like he's playing it safe and just using his ridiculous speed and maneuverability to try and fight us. Which, I guess that could work. I'm gonna try and arc over that island and hit him in the groin. No, that's way too shallow. It was worth a shot, though. Sometimes range finding at, like, a distance like that can be a little tricky. Is he dead? No, they still have both their torp ships. Is Louis still alive? Nope, Louis is dead. Louis Bowie. Oh, not St. Louis. He was a good guy. He shot people in the mouth and wasn't afraid of anything except sharks, barracudas, and squirrely old nuns with knives. Actually, you know, I think we're all afraid of squirrely old nuns with knives, to be honest with you. What is... Oh, we got a cruiser coming over to say hi. Because, Wyoming has decided to introduce himself to the cap point. Somewhere... Oh, here he is. Is he gonna come around to deal with me? I don't like my chances of actually hitting his ass. Nope. There he is. I think he's gonna come back and try to hit... Oh, both the torp ships are here. And one of them is low. Oh, but he's way out there. Alright, so what's going on? Are you guys gonna come around and make a run on the south side of that island? No? No takers? Oh, that cruiser is full of anti-air, though. Look at him try to take down that scout plane from the carrier. So, I'm gonna zoom around to the far end of this cap point. That's what these buoys are, if you were curious. Because look at all those goddamn torpedoes. That shit ruins the Saturday. That shit right there. No NFL, no sports ticket, no Saturday morning cartoons. It's terrible. It's just terrible. I think I misaimed those. I think he's going much faster than I assumed he was. Still clipped his ass and helped kill him, though. Hell yeah. Alright. Torp Man. My hat's off. Oh, well, there's just the one guy left, so fuck it. We'll just kill his ass. We don't even have to cap. Our carrier, I think, has been doing work. Yeah, he's got two. The Wyoming... Is that you, Wyoming? No, that's a different Wyoming. Kinetic Penguin's got one kill. I haven't gotten a final hit on anybody. So mean. Oh, he's turning. I didn't properly guess which way he was turning. I think he's kind of out of my range, too. But, you know, we'll see if we can't smoke him with something. Eventually, somebody's murdering this guy. Oh, did I? Oh, so close! It says I critically damaged him, though. It's weird. You don't always get to see, like, the pop-up for the damage, so... Oh, that's a beautiful barrage. Doesn't look like he did anything, though. And that bad boy is sitting at, like, the edge of my range. So I'm probably not gonna hit him with anything. Ooh, come on, come on. Nope. He's out of range. So we're just probably gonna cap if he's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Because, I mean, there's plenty of us, but the only one who's probably gonna have the best chance of killing him in a reasonable amount of time is probably gonna be our torp boat. Everyone else is too slow to catch him. I'm having trouble staying in range of him, and range finding him, and leading the target enough. Because at max range, like, he can enter and exit my rain of fire long before it gets to him. And if I put it out too far, he is going to just ignore it and just turn around or something. Super poopy. Sa-poopy. Super duper poopy. So, going to town on that scout planes. So there's... I'm not going to be able to arc this very well over that island either. I don't think that's going to hit him. Nope. No mustard or ketchup on that hot dog. You can come back, Wyoming. He's not going to hit you back there. You are hurting. You're not flooding, though. So he's probably going to torp me or our other Wyoming. Lieutenant Lear? Yeah, he's trying to torp him. So we're gonna try and lay a whole bunch of shit in front of him. Maybe he'll come say hi and run his face into it. No such luck. But he's also not moving. So he might be either given up or someone hit something important. No such luck for me, though. These torps are probably gonna finish him. No! Complete whiff. Oh, there it goes. So that wasn't bad, and that was actually a really long fight. Not the best display from the South Carolina, but the South Carolina is not the fastest boat in port. Honestly, if I had to say when the South Carolina is at its best, if it even wants to load for me, apparently the servers are pooping their pants a little bit tonight, but South Carolina, in my opinion, is at its best when it's unupgraded. It's at the bottom of Tier 3, and that's usually when you have your best chance to really mano-a-mano with people. However, fully upgraded, you end up with, you know, Wyomings, and other, like, Phoenixes, and other Tier 4, you know, ships and warships and stuff. So you tend to get picked up and picked on by everything, including the St. Louis. This St. Louis, probably the best Tier 3 vehicle, in my opinion. It's got a bunch of guns, it's got great speed and maneuverability and concealment and survivability, and the guns are way more accurate than the South Carolina. I mean, I wasn't really wowed by the first Battleship. I'm told that the Wyoming gets better. Definitely, like, things like the New York. What has the New York got? What do you got, big boy? You've got a bunch of these side guns. You've got only 5 main battle cannons. But they look pretty good. They are 356. And they're probably a hell of a lot more accurate, it looks like. You know, they're much more refined. Look how sleek this ship is. With, like, these weird little protrusions that seem to streamline it a little bit all the way around. It definitely, you know, it's just like anything. Technology improves over time, so we'll definitely have to wait and see. I mean, it's pretty quick to upgrade and to get more ships and to improve, so we'll see where it goes. So I've been your host, Larry the Chupacabra. Thanks for joining me for checking out the South Carolina today. I almost said Chester for some reason. But, you know, it's a decent battleship. And if the only thing you do in battle is take a bunch of the hits for the smaller cruisers that do a lot more of the damage and distract people and lay into them if they ignore you and get too close, then you're golden, really. So, I've been Larry, the Chupacabra. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you got a kick out of this or if it was interesting or whatever. And I'll catch you next time. Have a good one, guys, and toodaloo.